I got to share this with everyone. So on one end, I want a little credit, and then on the other end, I want to let you into the craziness that I experience at times. So last week, a toilet is an important necessity in life, right? And the funny thing about toilets is over all these years, there little changes have been made to the toilet. And so what often happens is eventually it starts to run, it starts to leak, it starts to have trouble flushing, right? And so you can either hire a plumber or you could try to fix the toilet yourself.
That's right. You could be the five tool husband, utility husband. Does it all.
You better believe it. And Jody's love language is acts of service. And so, this past week, the toilet would flush and then it would not stop filling up. And so what I would have to do is I would have to take the top off and then top of the toilet off and then flip the little lever up that's part of the fill valve, and it would shut off. So we were good. But every time you flush, you would have to do that. And I was like, all right, over the weekend, I'll finally fix it. So I watched a couple YouTube videos, and the first couple of ones were like, nah, this isn't the issue. I know I don't know what the issue is, but I know it's something to do with the fill up pump, the fill valve, whatever you call it. And so there I am. I finally find the right video. And as I watched the video, there was a warning kind of, hey, make sure you do this. And I heard it and I go, yeah, that's all right. I'll figure it out. My mentality in life oftentimes is I just jump and then I kind of figure out what to do next. And so here I am. I dive into fixing the toilet. And before I start, I wasn't able to turn off the water. And normally before you mess with the toilet, you're supposed to turn off the water. But I couldn't do it. For some reason, it wasn't working. Left, right, wasn't working. So I was like, all right, that's okay. So part of the issue that I learned by watching the video was that there was most likely a little bit of sediment in the water, and it was affecting the pump's ability to shut off. So it didn't know when to shut off because there was a little bit of sediment in there. Not that I could see, but part of it was what I needed to do was allow the water to come out and flush it out. So what I did, I popped off the top of the pump valve. And then the water started shooting up. There was water everywhere. The bathroom was filling with water. I'm getting drenched. It's shooting up.
Oh, no.
The sediment is coming out. The water is coming out. Now, let me tell you this. Maddie is in the other room taking a nap. Now, we get about 1 hour on a Saturday for, that's the most, time that I get by myself. And so I'm spending it fixing the toilet, but I have to be quiet. And so all of a sudden I go, sweetie, I'm trying to get Jody into the bathroom to try to help me figure out what's going on. The top of the thing is off. Water is flying all over the walls. And so Jody's main concern is the fact that the walls are getting wet. And I'm concerned that I'm getting wet, I can't shut off the water. So the water is coming. I can't turn it off on the main, near the wall. That's not left. And she's saying, well, turn it left. Left doesn't work. Turn it right. Right doesn't work. Oh, no. And then she starts saying, well, why don't you just flush the toilet? And I'm thinking, I'm not going to flush the toilet. Why would I flush the toilet? There's water coming out. That's only going to make the water flow even more. So eventually, I have no other option. The water's just flowing out.
Got to go for the flush.
It's flowing. So I finally flush it, and it works.
Wow.
So
of course it does.
So it stopped the water. And then I was able to pop the top back on because the problem was the water was coming out so fast that I couldn't re-switch it back in. So I had to switch it off and then switch it back in. Anyway, it's complicated, but we were able to get it done. I got a little wet, but I fixed the toilet. It's now flushing properly. It is filling properly, and we are good to go. The water on the walls did dry. Sat there. And listen to the wife. Listen to
the wife. I have a question though. What is the post getting soaked by toilet water routine? Because certainly no one has an affinity for toilet water except if you're a dog. But
that's right.
So how are you responding there? Is it an all-out sprint 100-yard dash to the shower, or are you kind of just soaking in the moment on, I'm husband. I just fixed this toilet. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of sit in my glory here. Me being soaking wet is evidence of me being a five-star husband fixing the toilet.
Well, the problem is I did fix it. I fixed what the problem was. But since Jody got she got the assist, so I couldn't take the full credit for it, unfortunately. Yeah. But thankfully, no more in the middle of the night flushing the toilet by accident and then having to take the lid off in the middle of the night, which is always a disaster. So I did fix that issue, which was a good thing. But I ended up changing my clothes right away. So I did not shower. I was okay. And maybe I was a little dramatic with how wet I got. Maybe it was just a little splashing. I don't know. You weren't there. I don't know.